All right, we can get started. This is the August 20th, 2025. Oh my God, my brain. Meeting of the Bristol Energy Committee. First order of business on the agenda, any citizen comments and or concerns? Jim, anybody? Nope, nothing from Jim. Okay. Thank you as always, Jim. Okay, next item is to approve the agenda. Does anyone have anything to add or amend, modify?
Um, I don't really have an ad or anything, but I do want to say that I might not be able to do the 8th, September 8th, farmer's market setup.
Okay.
That's pretty far out. I can just do that by email, so we don't really have to talk about it here, but
Okay. No, that's noted. I'll make sure I write that down on the notes too.
okay.
We need coverage. Okay. Okay, next order is approving the July meeting minutes. I would entertain a motion to approve the July meeting minutes. One from Richard
Move.
and second from Sally, I saw. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. Okay, now on to the fun stuff. So the next item on the agenda, this was something that Carl brought to, I guess, Richard and my attention. And I admit I don't know a lot about the history of this. This was before I lived in Bristol, so I'm not really sure too much about it. But from what I understand, there's the Bristol Community Solar site has, I guess there was a pollinator garden there, right, Richard? Is that right?
Yeah,
And I guess somebody from that company that did the garden was out there and was taking a look at it. Is that right? Is that
yeah,
right?
Mike Kiernan, who's actually a emergency room physician at Porter, um, has a heads a group called Be the Change, I think, isn't that it, Sally?
Mhm. Yep.
And so they've been working down there and observed and took pictures of the damaged um, solar panels from the baseball field. And but I think it's really an acorn issue, not
Yeah.
really something that we deal with. Do you agree,
Yeah.
Sal?
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah. So are they worried about the panels or that what's growing there is just too big and it's kind of shading the panels? Or we don't know. We should just talk to Acorn and say, hey, have you checked it lately?
Yeah, maybe. Um,
Okay, I could reach out to Susan Smiley
or Mary.
or Mary. Yeah, Mary Mester.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's two issues. One is the balls are coming over and whacking the panels,
Yeah.
and I don't know what the insurance situation is. Um, and then Mike was suggesting that maybe some of the vegetation, somebody should go down with a weed whacker.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's really grown up. And it used to be that group went down there and did it, but they're all kind of, they're getting older and stuff like that. I don't think they
Yes,
really feel like
yes,
they want to take care of it.
yes. We're
So
we're all getting older.
maybe we should, yeah, see if I don't know, maybe some of the people who have the solar panels, we could get a group together with some of the people. I don't know. But maybe Acorn could do that, actually.
Yeah, that'd be a good
Yeah.
idea. Put out the
So
call.
yeah, I just forwarded you, Sally, the original email that has Mike's comments in there. So maybe if
Great.
you talk to Acorn, you can just say, "Hey, and we got this message from somebody in the community too." So
Great. Do you know if it's someone, well, I'll read it when I get it. I'll call
okay,
back.
yeah, okay. And just from my own understanding, um, so Acorn operates the site, is that right? And then each there's different like percentages of the site that are like community, like there's like a community investment aspect to it as well, or
Yeah.
how does that
Yeah.
work?
Um, Acorn worked on pulling together community people to, and just people from all over the state, because not everyone in this area fills it up.
Right.
And they have to buy into it before the contractors can build it, And then it was built, it's turned on, people get their energy. And Acorn is still somewhat, they're still kind of running the show.
Mhm.
But, there isn't much to do, but there's some things to do. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
And-
some amount of maintenance, I would imagine.
yeah. And Bristol, the town of Bristol gets money because Acorn is, they're leasing the land from Bristol. So they get a certain amount of money from that, which is good for the town.
Right. Okay. Oh, hey, Carl.
Hello.
So,
We were just talking about the Bristol Community Solar Site and the, I guess the damage from baseballs.
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
so we're
Yeah,
gonna have
and what's
a-
happened in the past is, there was some replacements at some point, but it's hard to know what's more cost effective, replacing them, having to pay that, or just getting a little bit less energy. I'm sure they've got to figure that out and maybe wait until enough of them get broken, or, it's hard. I don't know what their thinking is on that, but it's kind of a drag that it happens.
Yeah,
It seems like there should be something that prevents baseballs from going that way, but I
right.
don't know. A little net or something above the backstop.
Yeah.
And maybe it's something else, maybe kids throw rocks down there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Sorry. I'm just taking a few notes here.
Yeah, really. Thank you so much.
Anything else on this one? Carl, I don't know if you wanted to add anything or if you knew anything else other than that email that we got from Mike.
No, the only information I have is the email from Mike.
Okay. Well, then
What Mike is that? Who sent it?
Mike Kiernan.
Mike
Oh, yeah.
Kieran,
Okay.
yeah, he's
Okay. The next item is the town energy plan grant. That is the one that Julian had been or is continuing, I think, to lead with the ACRPC. The only thing I have on this one is I have not seen the introductory meeting. I think that Julian was going to try to organize. I think there was going to be like a mechanism for getting everybody together, at least the town. So like us, Virgins, New Haven, maybe. But I haven't seen that yet. The only thing is there is that survey that they're looking for input on from as many people in the community as possible about things you'd want to see in the enhanced energy plan. So if you haven't done that survey yet, definitely give it a look. It can be quite detailed. It could be, I think it's the way Julian said, you can make it as detailed as you want. So yeah, if you haven't done it yet, just give it a look. I haven't posted on Front Porch Forum for it. I should now at this point. But yeah, if anybody needs the link to it too, let me know. I think I sent it after the last meeting, but if you don't have it, just let me know.
I think I got it and did it right then, but
yeah, me too.
sometimes I can forget if I did it or not did it, but I think I did it.
Yeah.
It was the longest survey I've taken in
Yeah,
a long
yeah,
time, so I do remember it.
I do. I think I
It
did.
sticks out in the head, sticks out in the memory, right? Yeah.
I mean, I got into it. It was
It
cool.
was fun.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I liked it.
That's what they want.
me too.
Is it just for us or is it for the general community?
I think it's for anybody. I think it's for everybody, anybody and everybody. So if you
Great.
know people in your life that are passionate about this stuff, they should definitely take the survey for sure.
It's great you put it on Front Porch Forum.
Yeah, I need to do that. And I think Julian was going to do it too. I don't know if I'd seen that one. I don't check Front Porch Forum every single day, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Great.
Okay. The next item. Oh yeah, this one. So Addison County Energy Committees plural meeting. So ACRPC, they are trying to host all the Addison County Energy Committees. The date of this event is an in-person event at the ACRPC office in Middlebury, and it's on the 26th, which is, I guess, what would that make it? Next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. 5:30 to 7. I did RSVP. I am really gonna try to go. And I think anybody on the committee is welcome to go. And I think there's like an RSVP thing. So yeah, if you want to go, definitely go. Like I said, I'm gonna try to go. I think the ACRPC wants to kind of know what all the different, like, which energy committees in the county are active, what are they focusing on, how they can help us, which I think is great. I mean, we had Matty Shropshire for a while helping us, and now we got Julian, and I think it's good to kind of have that
Yeah.
re-engagement. So I think it's good.
I'm psyched. I'm gonna go, and Richard has offered a ride, so I'm gonna ride with Richard.
Yep. Yeah, we'll meet at the park. What do you think about 4:45?
Sounds good.
Okay, and Allison's going to.
Yep, I'll be
Great.
there.
Oh,
Okay,
excellent. Great.
We might
yeah,
have a
one more seat available.
Okay. All right, into what's the next item here? Why am I getting what's going on? Okay. Next item is update on EV chargers. So we did get a response from Norwich Energy. I guess I'll just read you the response because I I I have to do some more research, but we asked them for Ian asked them for an update. And this is the response. It says, quote, in order to meet our cost share and make the project financially viable, we had been planning to use the 30C alternative refueling tax credit. I don't know much about this tax credit, but I did a little Googling, and it does appear to be a tax credit that the IRS offers. But the second sentence of this says, with this tax credit sunsetting, we are waiting for new guidance around safe harbor provisions.
Oh
And that
boy,
should be released in the coming week. So
oh boy.
I don't know what that means other than this tax credit apparently was a big financial sort of linchpin for it. And if it's going away, I don't know what that means. And I guess I'm confused because I thought the funding for it was already
Mhm.
in place. So it's not really clear to me what Norwich's I mean they obviously have to have their financial side of it too. So maybe that's part of this, but I don't really know. Does anybody know anything about the 30C alternative refueling tax credit? No. Yeah.
Nope.
I don't either. I don't know.
Just-
Maybe I'll talk to Ian some more if I can. Maybe he has more information because I don't know really the history. I wasn't really involved with. I think Ian kind of was leading it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it was so long ago. I think I wrote the grant for the level 2 chargers, which are just sitting there in decision land. But I can't remember who wrote the grant for the level 3s.
Mm.
I have to look in my files, but my understanding was there was about $1.5 million that the state had allocated for a very limited group of what they considered to be kind of important gaps in the state. And we qualified, and I thought it was funded. I didn't
Yeah.
know anything about this other thing. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
I'll try to talk to Ian and
Yeah.
see if he has any other history on it. What's up, Sally? Sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's good. I was just wondering if Norwich doesn't want to do it, would someone else do it? If it's just Norwich is having trouble with it, I don't know. But it's kind of late to switch gears, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah. So never mind. I think Ian. I mean, yeah, Ian is a good one to talk to.
And who's
Yeah.
responsible? I mean, who's responsible to see it through? Is it the town?
It's a town. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
where's Valerie when we need her?
Yeah, it seems like their priorities. I mean, I know they have a lot going on, but it just, this and the MERP stuff, it just seems like it's like not high on their priority list. And
Yeah.
it's kind of sad to potentially lose out on, opportunities because they can't, get their act together and, follow through on things. So just
Yeah.
frustrating. Just frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Ben,
think
Ben and I have had this conversation.
Yeah. I think Ian tends to care about this a
No, I
lot.
think he cares, but there's a difference between caring and getting stuff done.
Yeah.
You can care a lot and not get much done.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Yeah, I'll try to increase a little pressure, try to turn up the interested party heat. I always like to say, what do I say? We want to try to be the inertia. So maybe I need to be a little more inertiaed. Is that a word? I don't know.
I don't know. It shouldn't all be on your shoulders, though. I mean,
No, I just mean in general, like as a group, like that's our job, right? Like we can't actually do a lot, but what we can do is get other people be the loudest voice or the most persistent voice, maybe.
Yeah.
So we can be the squeakiest wheel. So I think
okay.
that's part of it.
Squeak away. That
Squeak
sounds
away,
good.
that's right.
Folks, if I can break in just real quickly, I want to introduce my friend Nick Gilbo, who is interested in perhaps joining the Energy Committee. Am I correct in that?
As I can. I do
Nice.
firefighting, so occasionally this Wednesday is taken up by firefighting, but as much as I can, I'd like to try and be involved. I was curious about the ownership of the charger and if they would be charging for the electricity for it and so forth.
My understanding is that the town will actually take title to it, and the charge will be via credit card, so it won't be a burden on the town. In other words, anybody who uses it will pay for the electricity with overhead.
So it would be
So
user fee. Yeah.
Yeah, so you only be able to access
the
it if you have an account, linked to your credit card.
So when you make that payment goes to the town or to Norwich or to whom?
I don't think Norwich is in it from that point on.
Okay.
The payment will go to the town. They'll offset the cost of the electricity.
Got it.
So what charge network would that be on?
I don't know if they're using ChargePoint or who they're using, but that'll have to be set up.
If you have input, we'll just swear you in right now.
No, just
Just
curious.
kidding.
I will.
Yeah.
I will ask Carl or Nick if you could tell me your email. I can put you on the distribution list, and then you can join at your leisure if you'd like.
Sure, I'll pass that along. I'll put it in chat so that it's
Perfect.
easy.
Yeah.
Is there a chat? There's got to be a chat.
Yes. I think you can. Yeah. I don't think I have to give permission, right? I don't think so.
No, not for the chat.
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
Thank you. Perfect. Oh, you
Word
just got added to a lot of emails to an email list there, Nick. So thank you. No, it's not overwhelming. I promise.
We're just in the final stages of.
I'm good at email filters. I can handle whatever you throw at me.
Great.
We're just in the final stages of activating the one that's been a 2-year process at my church, using similar funding to the level 2 chargers that the town received a grant for. And we're going to be setting up using an account called Endine that will enable us to track the expenses and who's using it and so on. But it's been a frustrating 2-year process. Uh, the chargers are in now. We're waiting for Green Mountain Power to actually connect, hopefully next week.
Mhm.
So there'll be a lot of steps yet.
How about the maintenance of said charger?
That's on the
On whom?
level threes, I think, are different. I think the maintenance is part of the deal. Level twos, we're responsible for maintenance.
So when you say they are, is that Green Mountain Power is responsible?
I don't know. Actually, I think the town is on the hook no matter what. But we'll have to check it out. I don't really know for the threes.
It's dangerous stuff, that high voltage.
They probably sub it out to either Norwich, right, under a separate thing, or maybe maybe whoever they buy the level 3 from has a maintenance sort of wing that you can do as well, you know.
Again, Ian probably knows some of this stuff
Yeah.
already.
Yeah. Or I guess the town grant writer, right?
Oh, maybe maybe he
Rita,
handed it off
yeah.
to the grant writer. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do some digging. I almost want to just find the whole grant, like to just read the whole thing to just understand it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I wonder if part of this alternative tax credit thing that made Norwich's proposal to install it viable was them taking advantage of this. So that's their part of it. Like they're not just going to do it for nothing, but maybe the funding only covered some amount of it, and so they're on their end going to do this tax credit thing. I don't know. I'm speculating, but like that could be
Yep.
what's going on. I don't know.
Shouldn't Frida have access to that grant? Then can't she should be able to share it with you, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I'll reach out to her. Okay. Anything else on EV chargers? Anybody? No? Okay. Next item on the agenda is update on MERP. Allison, do we have an update on MERP?
Well, I can tell you what I can see in base camp. So
Yep.
David had so VIA had provided a proposal, and as part of the proposal, there was supposed to be a kickoff meeting. So David reached out on the 22nd of July to say, hey, are we going to have a kickoff meeting? And I don't see that he got a reply, but there has been some traffic back and forth. Nick Wood is the architect from VIA who's working this, and there's been he's sent some questions, and there's been some answers back and forth, between Meredith and Aiden, just on like occupancy numbers and certain stuff like that. So I know that he's working it, but that's really all we have for an update. So I'll reach out on Basecamp and get a good update for our September meeting. So I know they're working it, but I'm just nervous because I think the plan is to start working, start doing the demolition and the construction and right after town meeting in March. And we think that's far away. It's not far away.
Yeah. A lot of design has to be done before you can start
Exactly.
knocking down walls. Well, not knocking down walls, but you know what I mean.
Exactly. And I know that they've combined the Holly Hall project with the library, so they're kind of doing them together. So yeah, I'll get a better update.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe they already had the kickoff or something, and so they're just doing they've
Yeah.
started design. Who knows? Yeah.
But I think David had asked that we be part of the kickoff meeting.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're interested parties, and like you say, we want to be the inertia.
Yep.
is left to, it seems like left to their own devices, so.
Yeah. This is just trying to make sure priorities, you know, like we said.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot going on, so.
Yeah. Okay. The next item on the agenda is Addison County Energy Fair. So if you remember last month, Julian kind of asked us to help out sourcing potential food vendors or businesses or interested parties who might want to have like a tent or a space at the Addison County Energy Fair, which will be in Virgins. And I know I sent Julian like 3 or 4 food vendor suggestions. And then I also talked to All Earth Renewable about it, and they had already signed up. So go figure. They were already going to be there. So I guess in general, if you come across anybody, I mean, at this point we're what, like 2 weeks out. I don't even know if they're probably still taking new vendors. I don't know, but it's because it's coming. Yeah, it's 2 weeks from Saturday. So. Yeah, I don't really know if there's anything else to say on that front. I did
And
send, I don't know, I
we're
did,
gonna have our table, right? We're gonna
yeah,
have a table.
I sent them I sent Julian the form for it to like request a spot. haven't heard anything back, so I will follow up on that. I can't make it to the event. I think I said this last time. I can't be at the event that weekend, but I know I signed us up. So I'll follow up with Julian.
So Sally, if you want, I can plan to, are you planning to go?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I can plan,
that'd be great.
I can plan to pick you up with all the,
All the
with all
gear.
the stuff.
That's-
Yeah, and I think I have some stuff here, and then you have, you have the stuff that you've been using at the farmer's market. So I'll be in touch and I'll plan to pick you up so we can get it all there.
Great. Thanks.
No problem.
And that's a perfect segue into our next item, which is the one that I know you've all been waiting for, which is the Bristol Energy Committee logo design and T-shirts.
Yep. So the t-shirts are on order with Kayla Bissett in stitches. So I had told her that we needed them by, I think I said the 2nd or 3rd. So once she lets me know that they're ready, I'll get them and I'll make sure that I get them to everybody.
Thank you very much. I love the design. I think it's great. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick here.
How are we paying for them, Allison?
Um,
Well,
either I think I'll pay her when I pick the stuff up, and if you guys want to either, I will accept Venmo, cash, check, whatever.
How much are they?
Once I get the final number, I'll let you all know, because I think we're paying for I think it was like $25 for setup. And I think each shirt with the double-sided printing was like $22, I think, so.
That sounds right. Yeah.
and we ended up getting 8, not 12 or something like that.
I think I
Or did you get the
can't-
12?
we did not get the 12, no.
Okay.
But I think, if we wanted to get others after, she could definitely do those for us, so.
Okay.
She'll have all the, the setup and the work done, so.
I think it's great. I think
Yeah.
I love the logo. I think it looks really good.
Do you have it, Ed?
Yeah, I do. I have it. Right.
And I did end up getting the shirts in that nice green, like almost, that nice green color. I thought it looked
Yeah.
nicer than like white.
Yeah, definitely. That was a good move. Really
How
nice.
do I share on Zoom? I only use Teams at work. How about
There's a
this?
share, there's a box at the bottom with an arrow. It's a green box.
Oh
with
yeah,
a-
I gotta push share. That would help.
Yep.
That
There you
worked.
go. How about that?
Perfect.
So that's what we're getting.
Yeah. I think it's great.
Yeah, that is great. I love that. Nicely done.
Yeah, that was, I guess, a collaboration between multiple people. I think Dan and Sally and Allison. So well done, everybody. I think this really just came out well.
All right.
Dan and Sally.
All right. How do I stop sharing now? How do I?
I was
Oh,
basically the critic and the and the yeah, point to a new direction person, but Dan and Midori did a ton of work on creating the design and stuff like that.
I think there's a button that says stop sharing. Yep.
yeah, it's a big red one.
Yep.
I only use Teams. I'm sorry.
I know.
Okay. So that gets us through all of our regular business that I had on the agenda. So now we got open-ended other business. Anybody got anything else that we have not discussed other than our potential new member, Nick?
I can, oh,
Nick, tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about me. Well, I moved to Bristol. What was that, October of 2022, and since moving here, I've gotten very active in the town. I joined the fire department. My wife is on the board of the library, and my kids are. My daughter started the. I realize it's not about me, but my daughter started the volleyball team at the high school.
Ah,
So I've really enjoyed Bristol and being able to get involved in all of the different aspects of the town. It's been nice. But I was a UPS delivery driver in Massachusetts before we moved here, and it was kind of eating my soul type of thing. And I ended up finishing my degree, which was the whole reason I started there, and was looking for a new job, and happened to find one with their competitors, FedEx. I am currently a field tech for FedEx, and I cover all of Vermont and a little bit of New Hampshire and New York. And I enjoy long walks on the beach.
oh no.
I, I no, I enjoy tech. I enjoy um, alternative energy, um, martial arts. Although there's a lot of hobbies that I really miss and hadn't had time to, because of my previous job, that now are opening up to me as my
Nice.
children become less and less interested in being involved with me. I have 4 children with my wife Elizabeth, um, and they're all aging into the. That's all right, Dad. We're gonna go do our own thing. So now I have time for my interests.
Nice, great, thank you. And if this does feel like too much to be on the committee, you can come as you want, as a member of the public when to any of our meetings. They are open to the public. So, but we would love to have you. We're always looking for new members, like-minded people that care about the things that we care about. But which is making Bristol a better place. So, yeah, I think it's always exciting to see a new face. So, thanks for being here, and thank you, Carl, for sub-recruiting for us.
Yeah. It honestly,
It wasn't a recruit.
he honestly showed up at my door. What, you went to Holly Hall?
Yeah, because I did. I was just kind of like, I knew that it was on the third Wednesday, and so like I was like looking online and like third Wednesday, 7 a.m. Holly Hall. Okay, great. So then I went to Holly Hall. I'm like, all the doors are locked. What's going on here? And then I went online and I found it, and then I joined through Zoom, and I saw him and where he was with his very unique ceiling here.
Unfinished ceiling.
So I knew exactly where he was. So I rushed over and joined him.
well, I can vouch for him. He is a phenomenal guy. I just wanted to let him talk about himself first, but he is amazing, and we would be really lucky to have him on the Energy Committee.
That is true. Yeah, accomplished actor too. That's how I met. That's how I met Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would highly recommend Nick for the committee.
So I think if you are interested, Nick, the only thing you have to do is you have to go to the town hall, and there's a form that you have to fill out that says like, I'm interested in doing this. So you'd go and you'd say, I'm interested in joining the energy committee. And then you'd have to go to a select board meeting. They ask you a couple questions, and then they approve you, and then you can become part of the team. So it's pretty simple.
Hey, the rest of us got on. It was really easy.
Yeah,
Well,
Sure.
as I previously stated, I'm on the fire department, and
Yeah.
they're the way that it's set up is every Wednesday except for the third Wednesday is except for sometimes when they need to reschedule a training, then it ends up being on that. So it's like uh, I don't know if I'm quite ready to commit to being a committee member, but I definitely will show up when I can.
good.
Awesome.
Great.
That's great. Yeah, and I'll make sure you're on the distribution for the agendas and the meeting minutes and stuff. Just like I have Jim on there too because he comes to every meeting, and so you'll even if you can't make it, you can kind of see what's going on. So
Excellent. Thank you.
I'm waiting to hear back from SEAC about the Energy Navigator volunteer positions they have. I've told them I'd like to be an Energy Navigator. I think they're kind of still putting their stuff together on that. But once I hear back from them, hopefully I'll start doing some, home visits in Bristol.
Great.
that's
Cool.
awesome.
That's great.
Are there any energy navigators in Bristol right now? Is there any of them right now? I don't know.
I don't know. Good question. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's awesome.
Climate Economy Action Center. It's based down in Newbury. Yeah.
And I talked to Shannon. There was an event a couple weeks ago called Solar Fest down in Brandon, and Shannon Bryant was there. She's the director of Energy Navigators, and she had said that they had just gotten a grant, and that they are going to be that's going to allow them to do a bunch of home visits in I think Brandon and Middlebury. So yeah, I think they're off to a little bit of a slow start. She said last year, I think they did 100 visits primarily in Middlebury, but they are looking for more people. And I think, Carl, I think you and I talked about it. They're gonna, you know, after you join, then they do a training. And I had expressed some interest in getting trained as well. So we talked about, perhaps the two of us could work together maybe on some homes in Bristol once we get fully trained and such.
That's awesome.
We
Okay. Any
we
other
couldn't hear you if
business?
you said something, Carl.
So I was clarifying with Nick what SEAC is and the Energy Navigator program.
Thanks.
Okay. Any other business from anybody? Anybody at all?
Do we have a table for the Harvest Fest?
You mean the Virgins thing?
No,
The
the Harvest
The
Festival.
Harvest Fest. Oh, I see. No, have we signed up or anything? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
I
Um,
reached out to them,
I
I
think
thought.
someone else was going to do it this year because I kind of didn't make it happen last year.
yeah. I think Ben said you were going to check with Courtney or something.
Yeah, I reached out to them and I don't think I heard back. All right, let me oh well, I guess they have their vendor. Yeah, they do have their vendor space reservation tool set up here. So, okay. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll get this set up. It's on the 27th of September.
Oh, darn.
So,
Oh, huh.
I've got another event.
Yeah, me too. Maybe we
Nice.
can't do it.
Yeah, we might.
We've been on the green every most weeks. Maybe
oh yeah, well for the farmer because and that's still overlapping with the farmers market too, right? Because when does the farmers market end? October?
No, the last Monday in September.
Oh, last Monday, September.
okay. So that will be. Um, oh yeah, I'm not going to be here that day either. Huh.
29th, yeah.
Well, anyone's welcome to use the setup and do it.
I think I mean, if we're doing the Virgin's Energy Fair
Yeah,
in 2 weeks, and we've been at every farmer's market for the most part, I mean,
and and
go ahead, Tom.
honestly, not a lot happens at all as a farmer's market.
And if we
Pretty
kind of
quiet.
don't have the bandwidth anyways,
Yeah,
I don't know. That's just my perspective. I don't know if people
I
feel
agree.
otherwise.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yep.
Yeah. We don't have a lot going on to share and get people jazzed up with. We just have basically weatherization information and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the walk to shop trolleys. But, it's been pretty quiet, I have to
Yeah.
say, for quite a
How are
while.
those going? How are the trolleys going?
I mean, in the beginning, people were excited. I probably sold 2. That's about it. People are like, oh, these are cool. Maybe I'll get one sometime, but they don't.
Yeah, I
Someone keeps saying,
have one and I haven't used it yet. I've had it for a year.
oh, wow, yeah.
Part of the problem is loading them in the store.
Oh, yeah.
When you go to check out, they're not as handy as they seem.
Well, if you put your stuff in a bag and then you just drop it into the
Yeah.
thing.
Just have to remember to put the grapes on top.
Oh, totally. You know what I do is I bring a little cooler and put that in the bottom, put the cold stuff in the cooler, and then you put the top on there, and then you have room for your bag on top of the cooler.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't worked it out yet.
Yeah, it takes a bit of work, figured out.
I think to Sally's point too, with the sort of lack of things for us to promote, I would say I feel like we kind of in the last 6 months, maybe a year, we've been more like doing like we were doing the MERP and we were pushing hard on the energy charger grant stuff. A lot of like to sort of like, I don't know, desktop for lack of a better term stuff, and not like because when MERP construction starts going on, then it's like, come check out what's going on, or here's the drawing of what Holly Hall is going to look like when it's done, like that sort of
Yeah.
stuff that has more of like an outward facing thing. Plus we can, when we get the energy chart or the EV chargers in, we can direct traffic there. Like I feel like it kind of ebbs and flows maybe,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been doing it that long, but that's
I think that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably ought to think maybe in November at a meeting, do a little bit of thinking about what we're going to be taking on,
Mhm.
working on.
Yeah.
Might have a better picture of federal issues, monies, things like that
Yeah.
Yep.
at that time.
Yep. I think that's a good point. I'll make sure I track that, and I'll put it on the agenda for later in the year. Like November maybe. It's a good idea, because that'll be around the time too that I got to write the report of like the summary of the year, so we can kind of in like a
yeah.
summary focus type mindset of like, here's what we did in 25, what do we think we want to do in 26. So yeah,
Mhm.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Any other business from anybody? Going once? Nope. Okay, I think then in that case we can adjourn. I will type up the meeting minutes and send it out to everybody. Thanks everybody for your time, and we'll see you. Let's see, our next meeting will be September 17th.
Wow.
All right.
Down to 200.
Thank you. Let's see what's going on that day.
Great to see you all. Take care.
Thanks,
Great.
Carl.
Thanks a
Nice
lot.
to meet you, Nick.
Thanks, Ben, for so much care to making this
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Everyone for being here.
Take care. Have a good night. Bye.
All
All right.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.